Is Daniel Jones going to be out for a second straight week this upcoming Sunday versus the Washington Commanders? We have a new report about him. We'll touch on that. Also, Evan Neal, he's probably going to be questionable for this week. Who, if he is out, is going to sub in for his spot? The Giants, they also made 2 roster moves. I'm going to give you my keys to victory if the Giants want to beat the Commanders. Let's start, though, with Daniel Jones, who is once again limited at practice. And he's extremely limited because all he can do is throw the football. He's been cleared to throw the football, but he has not been cleared for contact. And for me, on a Thursday afternoon, a couple of days before game name on Sunday, that's bad news. If you're not cleared for contact on Thursday, are you really going to be cleared by Sunday? Look, if I had to bet on it, I would say Daniel Jones is going to be out again this week. It'll be Tyrod Taylor under center. As we've stated on the show a couple of times, a neck injury is never something to play about. He did speak to the media yesterday and said, quote, he's not feeling much pain in his neck and shoulder, but that tells me he's still feeling some sort of pain in his neck and shoulder. And I'll continue to say it over and over and over again. If you have pain in your neck and it's causing you to feel discomfort in the rest of your body, I'm no doctor, but that's probably troubling. And right now, Daniel Jones is on track to miss 2 weeks in a row, and I'm not sure when he's going to be coming back. What about you? Do you think Daniel Jones will play this week? He said his goal is to suit up on Sunday and play against the Commanders, an NFC East rival. But I don't know. What do you think? Will he play? Type Y for yes, type N for no. And I know this. If we get any update that Jones is out or if Jones is in or any news and rumors about the Giants, we're going to be making a video out on this channel, youtube.com/NYGiantsTV. Free Giants videos every single day. But we're also in a subscriber battle this week with a fellow channel here, the Commanders Report, hosted by Jack Sperry. He's been talking noise all week to me, saying Sam Howell is going to tear up that Wink Martindale defense, and we're going to beat you in subscribers at it. And I'm kind of pissed off about that second one because we are losing in the sub battle this week. If you hate the Commanders, you want to beat the Commanders and get free Giants videos every day, subscribe right now. All right, let's talk about some roster shuffling that Joe Schoen and this football team have done on a Thursday. Shane Lemieux, interior offensive lineman, tore his bicep at practice this week and is going to be heading to IR and most likely is going to be out for the season. And look, you got to feel bad for Shane Lemieux. This is a guy that continues to be bitten by the injury bug. It's been the foot injury 2 of the last 3 years. Now it's a shoulder injury. And it's unfortunate because you see guys that work their whole life, put their everything into this, blood, sweat, and tears. And it's just injuries that continue to take them away from reaching those hopes and dreams that they had in their NFL career. I feel bad for number 66. He just can't escape the injury allegations. And I hate to say it, but at this point, it hurt players. They stay hurt, and he is hurt at this point. This is the 7th O-lineman for the Giants this year that has been hurt. It's ridiculous. They had 9 O-linemen to start the season on the active roster, and 7 of them are hurt. Look, sometimes luck just isn't on your side. And so much of the injury bug is luck. Last year, the Giants were lucky. Nobody really got injured. You got a full season from Barkley. You got a full season from Daniel Jones. You had Andrew Thomas healthy. Evan Neal missed a little bit of time. But overall, you were extremely healthy outside that wide receiver position. This year, not so much. Think about this. The Giants legitimately have been healthy on offense for 1 drive this year. There has been 1 drive this year where you've had Daniel Jones, Andrew Thomas, John Michael Schmitz, Darren Waller, Saquon Barkley. 1 drive. And it was the drive against the Dallas Cowboys where you drove the ball down their throat, had a 3rd and 1 from the 5-yard line, and then it all hell broke loose. Andrew Thomas jumps off sides. You're faced with 3rd and 6. John Michael Schmitz has a bad snap. Then it's 4th and 15. And then your field goal's blocked, and your star left tackle tears his hamstring chasing down the Dallas Cowboys special teams. Sometimes luck just isn't on your side. So right now, the only healthy offensive lineman on this team, Mark Lewinsky, Marcus McKeithen, Ben Bredesen, Tyree Phillips, who you signed this week, Joshua Miles, who you signed this week, and Justin Pugh. Justin Pugh is also a part of this depth chart because he has been added to the active roster. Coming up in a second, I'm going to tell you who the Giants are going to start at offensive line if Evan Neal is out. We have a full injury update on that. The Giants, they also sign an offensive lineman. We have a full injury report, plus my keys to victory coming up around the corner. But I got to tell you guys about our awesome sponsor, Marine Layer. Go to marinelayer.com/chatsports15. And if you use the promo code chatsports15, Marine Layer is going to hook you up with 15% off. You got to go to the website and the code that you see at the bottom of the screen. I'll have it clickable in the comments and description of today's show. And it's official. I found the softest t-shirts and hoodies of all time. So soft, it's ridiculous. All thanks to Marine Layer. It's the go-to brand for great fitting and stylish closet staples. Their clothes are that perfect mix of laid-back style and also looks and feels premium. It feels like my old shirt that I've washed a million times, but also looks put together somehow. It's magic. What I love about Marine Layer is the in-between sizes they have. Sometimes you're a large on some sites and different brands. Sometimes you're an XL. They have those in-between sizes. Don't know if you're a large or a medium. They've got a size called margin. You can get the sick hoodie I'm wearing right now, the vintage heavy slub hoodie in India ink. I love it. It's thin enough to where I'm not extremely overheated if I'm wearing it inside the office or on a date, but it's also heavy enough where it's going to keep me warm as these winter months approach. I am a huge fan of Marine Layer. I love the fact I can wear it to work. I can wear it out to a date. I can wear it out if I'm going to the bars with the homies. And I can honestly wear this to go work out to if I want to as well. And I think we can all admit, it's hard to find the perfect t-shirt or hoodie, but you don't got to look any further. Marine Layer has you covered. Go to marinelayer.com/chatsports15. And remember, promo code chatsports15. Save yourself 15% off. I'll put all those details down in the comments and description of this video. All right, the Giants, they did make one roster move to follow Shane Lemieux going to injury reserve, and Harlow is back. Not Jack Harlow. Sean Harlow is back with the New York Giants. He is signing to their practice squad, and right now, I think that he may be a game day elevation. We'll get into that, but if you remember, you're like, Sean Harlow, that seems like an interesting guy. I've heard of his name before. I think Marshy has told me about him on this channel. I have. I broke it down when the Giants a couple of months ago in the offseason signed Sean Harlow, former center for the Arizona Cardinals, and he was once on this football team. Just didn't make that 53-man roster. He's been on a practice squad with the Dallas Cowboys. Now the Giants are going to bring him back. And with an injury to Shane Lemieux on the interior of this offensive line, I am not going to be shocked if Harlow is a game day call-up from the practice squad to come and play this week. Remember, you can only elevate a guy 3 times from the practice squad. So maybe they use all 3 game day call-ups, then sign him to the active roster, or they dump him and they go add somebody else. Joe Schoen, as we've seen in 2 seasons so far, really likes the turnover rate on that practice squad, and he likes to use it to his full advantage. Let's talk about Evan Neal real quick. An update coming from Art Stapleton, one of the best Giants insiders in the game, said Brian Dable said he expected Evan Neal to practice as a limited participant today, but he appeared very limited as the offensive line headed behind the field house for position drills during media viewing period. He was suited up, so plans may have changed with how Neal was feeling in early warm-ups. He is limited with an ankle injury. He was limited last week with an ankle injury. He was able to play, and I thought he did all right. But this is a little bit concerning for me, and a couple of rumblings I've been hearing is Evan Neal may be out this Sunday against Washington. If he is, this is the offensive line that I think will take the field for the first series of this game. We all know that could change with an injury. I think Justin Pugh is going to be once again back out there at that left tackle spot. I think he will hold down the fort until All-Pro Andrew Thomas comes back. Mark Gawinski once again going to be starting at left guard. You'll have Ben Bredesen at center, Marcus McKeithen at right guard. And if Evan Neal is not able to go, I believe it's going to be Tyree Phillips, former Giant, now once again Giant, going to be back at that right tackle spot. He filled in 4 times for Evan Neal there last year when he was dealing with some injuries. Some guys that did not practice today, of course, it's Andrew Thomas. I keep on hearing that he's getting closer and closer and closer. Thing is, it's been 7 weeks since he's played, and he continues to be a DNP at practice. I will change my tune on Andrew Thomas and playing when I at least see him out at practice as a limited participant. Once again, John Michael Schmitz is out. I think Thomas is probably closer to returning than John Michael Schmitz, which is bad because I still think both are a couple of weeks away. The rookie's dealing with a shoulder injury that he hurt himself on the damn tush-push at Philly. I hate that damn team. And Matt Pear, he is also dealing with a shoulder injury. All right, let's close out the show with a couple of keys to victory. Look, a lot of people said the season's over. And you know what? I might agree with you on that. But you can save the season with a win today. You just got to win the rest of your games as well. If you want to, you got to get after Sam Howell. The Washington Commanders offensive line has allowed the most sacks in the NFL this year. Thing is, the Giants, they just have 5 sacks on the season. 4 of them belong to Kayvon Thibodeau, and they're top 5 in blitzes per game on defense. That's a problem. Get after Sam Howell. The Commanders' offensive line, it's cheeks. I also think you need to get Jalen Hyatt involved this week. A stat that I saw, Washington has allowed the 5th most plays of 20-plus yards this season. What does that mean? They are susceptible to giving up chunk plays. And there's nobody on the Giants better than creating big-time plays downfield than Jalen Hyatt. Last week, had a 47-yard reception, toe tap swag catch on the sideline thanks to Neal blocking downfield. I want to see Hyatt involved in this offense. Throw him a deep ball, Tyrod Taylor. I'd appreciate it. I think you need to control the clock. Look, these are 2 bad football teams, and you should be able to run the ball if you are the New York Giants against the Washington Commanders. I think you got to lean on Saquon Barkley. I think he had like 23 touches last week on the ground, another 5 in the air. I wouldn't be mad if Saquon Barkley touches the ball 30 times again. He's your best player on offense right now. Feed him. This offense should roll through 26, and that'll help you control the clock. Last thing, play like your season's on the line. Look, I hate moral victories. I don't believe in that BS. But I think you can take things from losses. And what I will take from that loss against Buffalo was the Giants upped their intensity. They upped their focus, and they played their damn asses off. I think that was the hardest. That was the game the Giants have played the hardest. They played the hardest in that game against the Buffalo Bills. And I want to see that, and then a little bit more so against Washington. Division rival, and a game that you should win. Let's be honest. Washington stinks. Justin Fields tore him up on Thursday Night Football, and he stinks. So Tyrod Taylor, Daniel Jones, who's ever under center, you better be able to put some points on the board. Because I am tired of saying the Giants have not scored an offensive touchdown since September 21st. It's been a fucking month. Score a touchdown. Who do you got? Who do you got in this damn game on Sunday? Let me know. Is it the G-Men? Is it Washington? I've got the Giants actually winning this game. I haven't picked the Giants to win a football game in a couple of weeks. I got the Giants 23-17. Let's change that. I'm going to go Giants 17-13 over Washington. I gave him a little too many touchdowns. Let me know who you got. Type NYG for the Giants, WAS for Washington. As always, I want to say thanks, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in. It's easy to tune out right now, but the real ones continue to stick around. So if you made it this far in the video, comment real one so I know who the squad is.